Okay. Good morning, students. Welcome to the second session of the poem The Ballad of Father Gilgan. Earlier in our first session, we have already discussed about the introduction of Father Gilgan and how he was weary, due to which he could not attend his duty. He fell asleep throughout the night, and when he rose from his sleep, he was disturbed, and he roused his horse and went straight without carrying anything, and he reached. And here, in next stanza, in this session, he rode now as he never rode by rocky land and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again. So in this stanza, the poet wants to say that how he rode without care. Now, he rode now as he never rode. That means he was not such miserable ever in his life. Now this time he was feeling so miserable that he did not care about anything but his duty to reach as soon as possible to the diseased man so that he could perform his duty before being late. So by rocky land and fen, he did not care about the road, however it is, however rocky, however it is bushy, however difficult it is. He ran, he rode his horse, and he at last reached the sick man's house. And his wife opened the door. Father, you come again. Here everything makes a difference, that come again. The what again makes all the difference. Here, the sick man's wife says here that you come again, Father. So here it is a confusing one to Father Gilgan, that he was totally confused. So how could he had come that the wife of the sick man is asking him how he came again? But, and is the poor man dead? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilgan in grief swayed to and fro. So Father Gilgan here again asked the wife that whether the dead man was dead, whether the sick man was dead. In reply, the wife says that he died an hour ago. An hour ago. That means he was late by 1 hour. If he had come earlier, 1 hour, he would have attended the sick man and would have done his duty. So Peter Gilgan in grief swayed to and fro. So swayed to and fro without doing anything. He had nothing to do with, because that was too late. The man had died. So he had nothing to do. So he swayed, he moved to and fro without doing anything. So he was in such a miserable condition that he could not find, he could not get what to do. Then the sick man's wife again told, when you were gone, he turned and died, as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilgan, he knelt him at that word. Here, the wife says, when you were gone, you were gone. Here, you were gone. That means he had not gone on his own. Somebody had called him, due to which he went with him. You were gone. That means he had to go. he was not willing to go or leave this person before he died, but he was gone. So somebody had called him and he attended another person. So when you were gone somebody or by somebody, he died. He turned and died. How? As merry as a bird. As merry as a bird out of cage. So his soul went from his body. That means the bird went out of the cage. As merry as a bird. So when a bird from a cage goes out, that means it becomes so happy. So the same way here, that soul had gone from this body so happily. The old priest Peter Gilgan, he knelt. He knelt him at that word. At that word. Here at that word means listening to the word. That means at this word. At this word means listening to that word. So listening to the words that the sick man's wife told all about how the sick man died, he knelt him at that word. He knelt him. Here him is God. He knelt before God. He came to know everything about God and his work. So in gratitude, he knelt before God. He came to know, he knew everything about the secret of God, that how God had come and helped him in his absence. So he did. That means the person was helped by Peter Gilgan, though not directly, but indirectly. That means God had come and served, that means did, in favor of Father Gilgan. So knowing this, he knelt before God. And in next stanza, here, he who has made the night of stars, so he knelt before God and praised God. In his words of praise, he says, he who hath made the night of stars for souls who tire and bleed, sent one of his great angels down to help me in my need. He knew everything about God and he utters some words of praise, saying, he who had made night of stars, he had created this night only for those people who have shed their blood, who have shed their sweat to serve the people, for souls who tired and bleed, who had worked hard and needed rest. For those people, he had created this night and sent one of his great angels down to help me in my need. And God knows everything about his creation. The man who is very hardworking, God serves him. God takes care of him. So keeping in mind everybody's care, God has created this night of stars and he helps in need. So he understood that God had come down to help him in his disguise and went to that sick man and helped him in his last time or the last moment. And in this last stanza, he says, he who is wrapped in purple robes, again he praises God. He describes God. He who is wrapped in purple robes with planets in his care, had pity on the least of things, asleep upon a chair. So here he says again that the God who is covered with the purple robes means cloths. So with planets in his care, he keeps everything, the planets, the stars, the earth, the people, the creation, the animals, the birds, everything under his care. Still, though he is so careful about his creation, he doesn't leave anything untouched. So here, had pity on the least things. So here he says least. Least. Least means negligible. So he calls himself negligible, but still God cares him. Still God came in his need. And why he called himself negligible? Because asleep upon a chair. So he who had slept throughout the night, forgetting his duties and responsibilities, how he could be so responsible so that God would come and help him in his need. So, however he is, God knows everything, why he was tired, how he could not attend his duties. So, God had come down and helped him in his need, and that was the most needful time to do something in his favor, that God has come and have done his duty serving the person. So he knew everything about the secret of God, how he comes and how he helps. So in this particular poem, it is about a person being religious, a person having belief on God. So this poem has been described in a beautiful manner about William Butler Yeats, that how a person could be religious and he will serve people as if he is serving God. So this is all about the poem Ballad of Father Gilligan. Hope you will understand this. But remember, this is not all about to understand the things, but if you listen to this, watch this video repeatedly and make your own meanings out of reading this poem itself. And hopefully, I leave you here to do the exercises so that you will understand better. Thank you very much.